Everything I do is an obsession. Nothing is ever half-hearted. Every crush is a soulmate, every hobby my calling, and every thought I ever had is still stuck in my head, playing on repeat like a catchy song I despise. And I wish that I could just let go, relax my fingers, unclench my jaw, stop choking myself and just breathe. But I'm always holding on so tight, clawing into skin and bones. I leave marks on everything I touch. Everything I do is an obsession, and I think it is because I'm so afraid of letting go.
It's hard for me to find balance in things when I get obsessed. If it's a skill, then I want to learn the skill and I want to figure it out on my own. I love it when I get to just explore. For piano, banged on the drums a lot, trumpet, flute, saxophone, guitar, and singing. I was on the basketball team in middle school. I ended up on the football team in high school. I did track. I did trampolining, did dancing, free running. I also did tennis, hockey at some point, but I was really young. Also did volleyball for a while. Skating I did every single day. With video games, I think I got really immersed. With cooking, it's more, you get to share your thoughts on these things. These hobbies, all of them, they consume me. I either go in or I go out. It's really hard to be in that middle ground, so I wouldn't say that I have control.
My skin is blue, as are my insides, they suffocated too. Whatever this was, it tied me up and left me breathless, wanting to breathe less, leaving me cold, like the frozen iron fence that your tongue once got stuck to and I loved, while the blackness inside of me wanted to cut that tongue off with black scissors and watch red rivers paint white snow. I think that it sometimes took over, the voice, blurring the edge of what was me and what wasn't, and sometimes I forgot what the difference was too. But I want you to know that these thoughts weren't mine, that these actions weren't mine, the lies left through gritted teeth weren't mine, the evilness rotting flesh wasn't mine, believe me. I'm not a beggar normally, but what's normality anyways?
So I'm autistic, and one of the big things that happens with me is that I constantly, have to wrap my brain around something. I have to be engaged. I fidget a lot as a way to process information, and if I don't, then I get really introspective, and then I end up thinking a lot about everything in way too much and way too weird of a detail. Since I was diagnosed as a kid, the first thing I told myself is no one's ever gonna know, and it doesn't matter. This is not gonna affect me. And how I process stuff is just different. So it started to become more and more prominent as time went on, to the point that I didn't feel like normal was ever attainable anymore. And for me, it was a matter of how do I adapt to every single one of them. I put my all into things very easily, and I commit to a lot of things very heavily, but another thing is it can overwhelm me quite a lot. Imagine if I were to come on stage and I was going to perform a song. Now I'm thinking, did I practice enough? Is my voice warmed up enough? Am I going to be able to engage the crowd well enough? How big is the crowd? What are the judgments? And all that kind of stuff. All the thoughts, they start racing through my head, and I start evaluating one after another each time as it goes. You know, all these different paths, it crawls out like this one web, ends up getting tangled up into a mess, and it can overwhelm me a lot to the point that it causes me immense frustration, annoyance that I cannot control, and if anyone, especially procedurally, when I'm thinking, reading judgments and all that is the when it's the all these thoughts just hold me back from trying things. But, you know, when you're in your own head, you're just stuck.
I get overwhelmed so quickly and cry. I try my best to stay calm, but it doesn't always work. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. I am diagnosed with chronic depression, so it comes and goes. My laptop or phone in my hand and headphones on, maybe under the blanket, just mindlessly consuming. Because then I don't have to think about anything going wrong. Crying is also cathartic and gets those feelings out. And that's why I deal with it in my poetry. So poetry is a form of therapy, I guess. I feel like an artistic obsession can be just a way of you channeling your feelings and thoughts. It's an intense feeling, at least it is for me. I think it is for most people.